Hello, welcome back to one of the more annoying bosses in the game. Now this boss is horribly hard because it doesn't really say over here, but it's not 16 ballistic armor, it's 5 natural damage armor plus about 10 armor. So what is natural damage reduction or natural armor? Well, that basically means it's 1 point of armor detracts or subtracts 1 point of damage from the enemy. So if you shoot someone for 10 damage and they have 5 natural damage reduction armor, that means you get only 5 points. But if they have 10 armor and you shoot someone for 5 damage, they get 5 damage. So basically natural damage resistance is double the effect of armor. So if you put a natural dermal implant on someone and overclock it, that means they'll have 4 extra ballistic resistance. But it applies to ballistic resistance, melee and energy weapons. So that's why this boss is so hard. Again, it doesn't really say over here. These things should be mentioned a lot more. They only appear when you look at this. Okay, we're in a pretty good situation. We might still die because he will wake up and scream again. Don't poison me too much. Now, you have a few options over here. You either use weak point to do a little bit of damage, or you use the head one for a chance to stagger and a bit of damage, but this is mostly for stagger, that other one is for damage. You can also use the double shot for a chance to knock him down, but let's hope for the best. 2 points of damage, that's actually acceptable. 7 damage, that's actually acceptable. And try to use the weapons that have more damage. So this is 13 to 16. Yeah, penetration seems to be basically useless in this game because it doesn't penetrate natural armor. So if it has 5 natural armor and you have 25% penetration, that's basically 25 penetration for the 10 armor. So this game is a math nonsense. I understand all of the systems, understand everything or most of the things about the game and the systems, but they don't make sense when you look at them like that. Push, you have to miss. Whatever you do, don't miss. Please don't miss. Okay, you didn't miss, but we might still die, and that would mean I have to reload again. That's so scary. Believe me, it's very scary because I have one rule. If I die, I have to reload everything, because normally if you die once it's not such a big deal, as you only lose 1 HP, so you can basically die 4 or 5 times throughout your gameplay, but if I die I'll reload. Okay guys, do your best. I actually don't want to take it to Lazarus. Can you please kill him? No. Cannot use the bullseye, so we'll have to use the weak armor. Oh, thank you game, that was the stupidest thing ever. Yeah, it's like slaying a dragon because this enemy has too many stats, plus the panic effect, which damages, removes your action points, and I think also some of your stats. I need to check. I think it also removes some of your stats, but anyway, that's more than enough. It should either damage you, it should either remove your action points, it should either be an AoE, it should either affect only one character. I don't know, it's so many bad things. But this is the lower armory. Lower mission control. Sorry, handing orc, then hack off the mandibles. You have a dead fish or something in shadow looking at, and I'm going to have nightmares for the rest of my life. I think I just slew a dragon. Sanctum. Okay, so let me save the game at number 3. Let me reload and let me show you how I did it, in case you want to do this as well. As you can see, they have Well, to be honest, all of this is useless. You might as well put more healing kits over here. And some Someone should have more medkits like Evans. He should have one of each. I think he should have one of that and one of that. He's pretty good, as you can see. So you have to hide the sniper, whatever character you have with the energy rifle, you have to hide him. Otherwise, you'll never be able to kill him, because if you panic in the first turn, it's basically a downward spiral. Let me show you one of the rounds that might not be so good. You have to use all of your wits. And I'm pretty sure someone will do this battle in a much easier way and it will have much more success than me, but this is how I think you should. By the way, don't use the serum on him, use the serum for the second wave of panic. Which again is kind of hard, you have to count the rounds, it should simply say, it should simply show you his cooldowns. I don't know, there are many other options to do this, but no. We had to choose the hardest one. His thermal resistance is very high, his optical resistance is very high. I throw a high grade flashbang at him and guess what, he only got -1 action point for one round. So, sadly we have to heal him. You can also use this to kind of knock him down, you can knock him down with that. But otherwise you can just slowly chip away at his health like this. I didn't look if Lazarus was panicked as well. Basically the other characters are just idiots that are supposed to increase his stagger to the point where you always crit with your bullseye. But you don't crit all the time, so at this point reload and redo it. By the way, if you're thinking about their positions, I have tried all of the positions. This is basically the work of more than 1 hour. I would say it's 1.5 hours, depends on how you view things, because I had to prepare for this. I tried to move them all over the place, but sometimes they don't get a chance to hit, sometimes they don't have a... whatever. We are slaying the dragon. The dragon is slaying, hooray for us. Oh, you get his mandibles, but I'm not sure if you are going to use them for something. And this is the lower mission control. Let's examine this because it's actually interesting. Tarot cards. Hell. Purgatory. Eden. Oh, hell. Anyway, I want to go into the armory in mission control lower levels or inner sanctum before I go to the heart, because that will be kind of annoying. This place is filled with goodies. You should come here even if you avoid the Bub fight. All Beelzebub can be skipped if you have 5 lockpick. Now let me think about it. If you have 5 electronics or 5 lockpick, which you should have at this point of the game. This area is specially designed for characters that have that. And you get so many chips out of this place, your squad will be so much stronger after you finish this place. I mean, everyone, the spine. Now the spine is actually one of the better things to have because... the Sand Striker. Why do you have something like the Sand Striker? Living in, go upon reaching maturity. Minimum assistance. No threat to humans. Right. So if you come over here, you cannot open the door anymore. So I'm not sure what this is supposed to be because that's the only reward you'll get. I forgot to look at my experience, but it's clearly not worth fighting it, only for the mandibles, or at least for now. But okay, let's just enjoy a nice relaxing experience just by, you know, seeing what's over here. Flare shield, that's actually very useful. I mean, it's kind of weird that they would add this in the game, because you will have helmets that have almost 100%. And even so, you basically have these things which have 100% optical resistance. So thermal vision, the enemy doesn't really use grenades except for a few specific situations. Anyway, let's just continue looting because this place has so much loot in it. Now, for the sake of the gameplay story, I will kill everyone. You can try and kill them yourself in here with the turrets, but that will be a very, very hard fight. No, actually no, we have computers at 7, but... an old hydroponics tower card. Old dust cover module in the hydroponics tower. We have to go there to do something. Click on the data pad to get computer experience, and that should give us almost 8. Oh yeah, another data pad. Sorry, I'm not reading the story, but at this point, matter. So if I want to play again at the full release, it will be computers, lockpick and electronics as my skills. Exit with 6 electronics. Disable turrets or revoke the friendly status. Pew 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 pew. The turrets kill them. Also you can bring your friend Romeo over here. But for that we need to make him operational, and to make him operational I'll have to kill the robot in the environmental control. But before I kill the robot, I want the loot that is on these guys, because they have a lot of loot that will help you in combat. So let me see, we did this. I guess this is mission control lower Sanctum. But there is so much to... and guess what? If you love challenges, you can also challenge these jelly things, which even though they look like wimps, they are total killers. You'll hate yourself if you try to fight them. Oh, we have a defender, an energy shotgun. The energy shotguns are weird because they do... I don't know, the whole balance of the game is very weird because I had to spend a lot of cells. How many cells did I spend? I don't know. But it's pretty expensive to shoot energy rifles, especially if you are going to prepare for a bigger fight. I guess you're supposed to use them only when you have a very, very big fight. Biotech. Painkiller chip. Oh, this is one of the high... Painkiller is very good for the heart. So if you give Jed the painkiller, if you double it, that will be 3 HP restored per turn. That means in 2 turns 6 HP. I don't know, you can do a lot of crazy things with the game right now, but voting ladder. Basically these people genetically engineered that as a guard dog and this to be on the skies of the earth, giving you, I don't know, inflicting terror on everyone. Neural shield, thank you game. I could have used this a while back. I don't know, the developers are very smart people with a lot of skills and they know what they're doing, but they're purposely making the game annoying to play. Who in their right mind will farm 1 hour for one encounter just to kill an enemy, just to get a quest item that might be useful later? What's the point? I mean, that's the major problem with this game. I'm spending 2 hours every day at the game trying to learn new stuff, and I'm learning new stuff and I'm using the new stuff, but then again I go to a new area and then there's a totally different challenge that needs to be approached in a totally different way. Yeah, you can basically finish the game with only speech skills and like just like that, but again, it's not me. Yeah, I like that little angel, the House of Prayer. Biotech 7. I don't think you'll be able to get biotech so easy like I did, because my character has been playing between update patches, so that will be very hard to get. Assault Trooper, which is movement action points, which is for the motor cortex, which will be amazing, because if you can give everyone with a motor cortex 2 extra movement action points, well, I guess it's not so amazing, but for certain situations it will be good. Sorry if the music is too... Wait, why is the music so low? Okay. Why? Because he would have killed us anyway, because if you don't kill him, there are other options. So let me tell you the options. You fight. When you arrive here, they'll say they want the lower levels of the inner sanctum for themselves, and you cannot go down with the elevators. That will annoy you. If you will fight them, you'll die. If you don't disable the turrets, you will more or less die, but you can try 1 hour to kill them, and you'll kill them in 1 hour. Or you can just use the turrets to kill them. And if you toss him a medkit, you get less loot. Because what is that over there? That's a bug. If you don't kill him, you receive less loot. So bye. Then I'll loot the turrets. And this is Shadow over here. Let's extract all of these juicy implants. I really think they should have more implants because 100% their builds are 101% for battle. You also get the Outrider, which is a nice rifle. Let me see, the Cold Classic, which is a very nice pistol. Also receive a tactical vest. Yeah, I guess we already had that. Enforcer helmet. Wait, did we have Enforcer helmets? Already had them. Okay, so this one doesn't have a visor, so it's not. Again, look at how badly equipped they are, but they're still going to destroy you. The officer jackets are pretty nice because you can wear them without the armor. Oh yeah, this is the one that is reinforced. So this is, I think, from Shadow. So as you can see, it's basically a 9. It's good. You also get a very good cloaking field, 221, and you also get the riot helmet, the jackhammer, which is one of the reasons I wanted to kill all of them. So let's look at our loot. I mean, we already had an Outrider from the judge fights. He has such a weak armor. I guess we have to give the weak armor to him. 334. You'd only lose 1 evasion with that. More or less the same thing. I prefer the coat, thank you. We look more deadly with the coat. Now as for the helmet, as you can see, it has resistance to toxic and optical, but also neural. You don't have any neural resistance until this point of the game. Neural resistance is very hard to get, but the welding helmets should be more than enough to keep you going. Let me see, it's also very good against melee. I don't know, it's a lot better in most cases, but keep in mind, this is not really going to help you against a lot of other things. For example, against energy weapons. I'll give it to Jet because he's the weaker of these two. And he'll also receive the jackhammer. Finally a better weapon for him. I think I've been using this weapon for such a long time. Well, you might think, well, it's more or less the same, except this one has a lot higher action point cost. Well, not exactly, because this has 40% stagger and 20 penetration. So that means 30%, I hope, penetration with his bonus. I don't forget it, I didn't give him the stuff. But the stagger will be immensely helpful. Plus, he actually looks like someone competent in combat right now. Sorry, I'm taking too long to explain some of these things. But it will be 5 and 6 for the shots, 9, 10, yeah. It will be a little harder, but you also get the shot, the burst. Now, he doesn't have a lot of accuracy, but I was thinking of making his skill. I don't have enough to... He doesn't want a spine anyway. So I was thinking of giving him control shots, but that's kind of hard to do as well, because he requires strength of 8. And I cannot give him 8 strength, so again, it's not really going to be a challenge. I guess, I don't know, the game has a weird way of being balanced right now. This knife would also be amazing if you had a bladed character. As you can see, the reaction is... Wait, I think I clicked something. Okay. It's too much. Okay, what about the pistol? I really love this pistol because it can knock people down. Did the music stop again? Anyway, at this point of the game, this is basically end gear stuff. Not really end game gear, but close to it. So, this basically has penetration stagger, but it's a 5 action point, where these are 4. But this has a lot of reaction, but the enemies don't really move that much anyway. 8 accuracy. Critical chance is 6. Yeah, I guess I can replace it because of the better penetration. 15 stagger. Yeah, penetration and stagger are better than whatever this pistol had, even though it's kind of fun looking at it. I guess it's for a specific build, but remember, your enemies will not run at you, and reaction fire is one of the most useless things in the game because it doesn't do a lot of damage anyway. This will be 5. I guess this is kind of like the heavy pistol. You have light and heavy pistol. This is the heavy pistol. Other than that, I don't think I want to change much over here. I really need to give him a better armor, but I think I forgot. I sold all of my heavy armors by accident or something. Actually, no, I think because of the action point penalty, I replaced it, but I'm not sure. Does it really? I don't know. Another mechanic I have to learn. I think if you have the necessary skills, it doesn't lower your action points by 1, but who knows? I guess I can give this to Evans. I really dislike that it's the same thing. Oh, it's not the same thing. Okay. So you know what's different? The color. It has more spots on it. Why couldn't they just put a stupid skull symbol on the chest or something? I don't know. It's going to be very annoying. We're going to deal with a lot of nonsense. And also, before we go, sorry about this, I'm just looking at my gear. Let's remove that. You can see this is 1-1. This is 2-2-1. And now we have a device that is 2-2 in everything, which is super strong. I think I prefer the cloaking field just because he'll be more or less a rifle character who will aim at stuff. I tried using the rifles, but to be honest, it's a totally different class. A assault rifle is totally different from rifle. That was a lot of explanation about the loot. Sorry about that. Where is the sound? The music, I mean. The funny thing is that if you bring, I'll do it in another video on me here, this is a different upgrade station, so it will have different upgrades for him. Step inside. Chip, Assault Trooper. The Assault Trooper is probably one of the better ones. Yes. Also, you get a few healing items over here and a neural shield one. And this is where you can just put the implants. I guess you can upgrade the implants right now. What do I want on Jed? Painkiller. Evans will be out of the picture because we'll play with Knorr. So I guess for now we'll just leave it at this. I can also give myself some stuff. Kind of useless. I can also repel this. As you can see, electronics will come very in handy over here. I don't know, you have the barricade over here. What's the point of it? And here we basically have another set of equipment in case you don't have something like this. You also have an annihilator in case you didn't get the first one. From Harrigan, I think it was his name. Now, if you're wondering why is it like this, well, it's because the game wants you to have these helmets without a visor, because 100% the glasses are better than the visor, because look at the visor. The visor will only give you 4% accuracy, and what was the optical 50? Optical is 70, thermal is 75, you also get thermal and accuracy and so on. I thought we had one without the visor. Oh yeah. So the ones without the visor are better for some weird reason, I don't know. That's how the game is balanced currently. Like those goggles, and then you just put the respirator over here like this. So that's peak performance over there. I have to give him some glasses as well. But it's okay, I think he's pretty good for now. Oh yeah, also got another reinforced tactical vest. Will be receiving. Not sure about the action point penalty. I'm not sure if it works like that if you don't have any penalties from it or what. Because it's hard to calculate on him. I have to look at whatever. It's boring. It's the elevator, but you cannot open the door because the door is still shut. I don't know if they'll introduce this at some point or another. This is definitely an area where you have to come with Romeo, because otherwise you'll get smashed by the robots in here. Huh? There is somebody in there, I wonder who. Keep diving, talk to Carlos. Who is Carlos? Carlos from the Grangers. Hydroponics green zone. I don't think I have access to that. You're supposed to get Romeo ready for combat. After you travel to the heart and get the power cell, fuel cell, you're supposed to get something from hydroponics. And I guess this will play into hydroponics as well. And you know how hard this area will be? You have to be here with Romeo. Again, I really hate the sneaking. Why do they have sneaking? Why is sneaking such a big mechanic in this game? But okay, so you need very good toxic resistance. As you can see, we have 4 turrets and 2 robots. This is almost an unwinnable battle. I think you're just better off with sneaking, but I guess I can try and show you how it is with sneaking. In the full release of the game, I'll definitely have a dedicated sneaking character. Even so, it's not enough. Use the console. Reset, disable. I guess you will have to disable the turrets. And the gas. Okay, wow, we disabled everything. We are a master at this. Electronics 7, disable the shield. No, I don't have electronics enough. Ah, we almost had it. I'm not going to fight. Even though it's just points in biotech and sneaking, I like the points to computers, skills, sneak. I'll just leave it at this. As you can see, my build for the full release of the game will basically be critical strike, and instead of evasion and armor, it will be computers, lockpick, and electronics. Just because some of these challenges are kind of interesting. Let me think about electronics. Electronics will be the hardest one to level up from now on, and we also need it for some Romeo upgrades. Yeah, I guess that's all about everything we can do. So for the sake of the let's play, the launch deck, let's go and meet Knorr because he will be our new companion. Oh, no, wait a second. I also have to do something else. I mean, I can do something else. Okay, let's go to admin center over here. Because with electronic 6 you can do another challenge or something else. It's kind of funny that I'm becoming so good at this game, but the more I play it, the more I hate it because it's so nonsensical, it's so weird. And I guess now we can save Romeo for other stuff. I mean, we can try the jellyfish fight with Romeo. You'll see how good it is, how good he is. Oh yeah, good luck with that. Is 500. Some more grenades. A subdermal armor implant. That's what there was over there. That's kind of little. But my computer is 9 now, so I think I can open something else over here. Ah, this also requires electronics, and this is lockpick. So yeah, electronics is definitely a lot more useful than I thought it would be. Now I can also go into the armory to open up a computer. Area, but we cannot get to the loot, which is annoying. Look at this. Look at this. You open that and you need lockpick 9. What is the point of even having computer just so you can have computer and lockpick? I don't think I can increase my lockpick more than this. The developers should just let you, I don't know, reskill at some point or another with a penalty to your skills, or put the tag but without getting, anyway, it doesn't matter. Because you never know how useful lockpicking is, but also you need a level 9 lockpick at this point of the game, which is kind of hilarious to me, because how are you supposed to get that one? Okay, let's go and talk to little Knurl. He's waiting for us for such a long time. He will be your companion. I don't care about anyone else. I think the daughter, the third daughter, or Harbinger, I think. Like that game, Harbinger, that was supposed to be a clone of Diablo. That was actually a pretty good game. I should play that at some point. Yeah, the point is that I want a replacement for Evans, and basically this guy can do everything in combat. The other character can do other stuff, but is not so heavily reliant on combat. What? Personal are asking me to kill her. Other resolutions, if they're final. What's the current situation? Leave him alone. So I'm not sure where you can find him again. I guess if you talk to him, he just disappears again. I explained this in my video about Knurl and Harbinger. It's such a stupid interaction because there are so many elements at play. Also, there's something over here and I'm not sure how to access it. So yeah, this will be kind of like everything we can do here. Then I guess we can go and get the robot and do the jellyfish fight. But if I remember correctly, there was nothing in the jellyfish room because I did the fight off camera. And the rewards for finishing that fight were also pretty meager. So I guess I can keep Romeo for harder, tougher fights. And if you go into the heart, you'll get some nice elements that will increase your neural resistance as well. Because right now, Lazarus has a decent neural resistance because of its implants and other stuff. He has 0, but we replace him. He has 30. And he has 50 as well. So we'll be much resistant to the panic effects. Save the game. I'm a bit disappointed. I guess we'll get something out for destroying all Beelzebub. But now you just got a trophy, which is disappointing. See you next time. Bye bye. Actually, before I end, I want to see something else. Okay, yeah, so you don't really get much out of it. So basically what we got from all of this nonsense was a little bit of armor, a cold classic for him, a jackhammer, which is almost a fictional weapon, but it was in reality a prototype. And that's about it. We don't really have access to better rifles or better stuff. Oh, we also got this amazing cloaking field gadget over here, so I guess it was worth it in the long run. Plus the upgrade chips. Some evasion, some movement action points, neural resistance, but data jack. No one will use the data jack except for him because I wanted the experience bonus. But also I can see the neural resistance will be very useful. Optical is kind of useless as well because it will be almost 100% anyway. So let me see for him optical. Does it show over here? I don't think it shows. Not affected by armor penetration, yeah. See you next time. Bye bye.